Okay, what we're doing today, we're gonna make a new, not a new recipe, but a very old recipe, Castile Soap. That's what it's called. This video is for more advanced soap maker, okay? So if you're a beginner, don't watch this video, go and watch my other video about beginner soap making, okay? This is for intermediate and more advanced soap maker, okay? Now, why Castile soap is so hard to do? There's a few myths around that Castile soap. It takes longer to cool, harder to trace. So there's a few reasons why there's a myth, the myth is around. In the old days, Castile soap is not done scientifically. They use a lot of water in their soap, in their recipe to make Castile soap. And that caused the curing phase to be longer. Also, in the old days, they did not use pure lye. Okay, that's why it's so hard for them to get the right formula going. Okay, but nowadays we have soap calc and we have pure sodium hydroxide or lye. This is a calculation for my recipe here, so you have a look. So you see here, I have total oil 850. Okay. Now it depends on what kind of way you want to use the lye, the water discount. But I use the this formula here, 1.8 to 1. Okay. But I'm not going to do that. I'll go do another recipe. Okay. My recipe is closer to 2, 1 to 1, 1 to 2. Okay. Super fat at 6, fragrance at 40. If I want to decide to go to put essential oil in it, I need 40% for my essential oil blend. So I might use yeah, around that much. Calculate recipe, and I'll give you the water. Okay, 1.2 to 1. Okay, now that is the key. Okay, if you want to have your soap to cure faster, okay, usually 4 to 8 weeks. And you can still use your soap, your Castile soap. But if you have a high water in your soap, the curing time will take longer. 6 months, even 12 months. Some people, some purists reckon 12 months for the Castile soap to cure properly. But for this two ways, this is one way, okay, you are lowering the amount of water in your soap. The other way is use soap at higher temperature. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how to do a warm soap, Castile soap. Not room temperature, that's cool processing, cold processing soap, right? Or hot, where they use the stove, the crock pot to actually make the Castile soap. We are using warm process, okay? Now, what is warm, okay? So there's no rule about it, okay? But usually, my soap making technique is 37 degrees Celsius or 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, that is the target that I want to hit with my lye solution and oil. But since we're doing this warm, right? So I'll take a guess. I'm gonna do a 50. Why 50? 50 is a round number, easy to remember for me. I'll convert it to Fahrenheit down here somewhere, so you can all get me. Okay, so 50 degrees Celsius, that is our aim, and that is how you gonna make this Castile soap warm method. In this video, I'm gonna share all that with you. Okay, it's gonna be very fast paced. This video is not for beginner. It's for experienced soap maker. Now, if you have problem doing Castile soap, this is a recipe. This is the technique that you can try at home today, even tomorrow. You can do it. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, first up, gonna wait the oil, coconut oil. So I'm gonna do this in 2 batch. Wait in 2 batch. Okay, let me tie it up. Why am I doing in 2 batch? Divided in half, basically. Because I'm using microwave to heat up the oil. So I'm using my recipe is 850, so 425. So I'm gonna wait 425 in here. Hopefully I have enough oil in here. 434, 425, perfect. Okay, leave it aside. Okay. This one. We still need 425 as well. Hopefully you have enough. Let's pull this out. Why divide it in 2? Okay. So since we want to use this recipe at a high temperature, warm temperature. So either you have to use a microwave or you have to use the some kind of heat. The heat that I want, the easiest is microwave. Okay? So I'll divide in half. We might not have enough olive oil for this recipe. Try to squeeze every piece out of this one. Okay, let's run out the leftover olive oil. I have 100 in here, plus the coloring of turmeric. Okay, so it's an experiment for me. Okay, but you can use 100% olive oil in your recipe. But it's for me to color a little bit. So this is all I'm going to use later on. That's 100 grams. So what I need is my infused olive oil in country. So it's quite dark. Give it 325. Okay. Give and take 324 plus 100, 325, 425 plus 425 there. Perfect. Now I've got to measure the lye, okay? The lye and water. Let's measure the water first. Measure in here. For this recipe, we need 130 grams of olive oil or 1 of water. 128. Yep, 130. That's our water done. Now I'm measuring the lye, okay? Gloves on, glass on. Always, okay? Measuring other stuff is alright, but when you measuring lye and other stuff, full protection gear. Glass on. Since we're using very low water to dissolve the lye, gotta be very extra careful. Safety wise, don't rush this part and slowly pour in the lye. Fully protected, glass on. Okay, let's measure the lye. For the lye, okay, we need 108. 108, okay. 102, too much. 104, 108. Okay, close the lid straight away. Everything measured up. Okay, so we have our oil ready. We have our water ready. Now we have to mix the lye first, okay? But before we do that, I need to make a ice bath for the lye solution. So we want to lower this down. Let me get some ice. I don't have ice. I have some crushed water. Someone didn't use to put the water back, the ice back properly. That's alright. No drama. Now let's mix the lye first, okay? Then we're going to dunk into the water. I'm going to mix in the lye now. Let's move this to the water bath. So we want to lower this temperature down. 61 degrees, 71. Water bath. Okay, water bath. Let's see, check the temperature. 55 degrees. So we are there, perfect temperature. 54. So we are right temperature now. Let me get it out of the water bath, otherwise we get 51. Okay, perfect. Leave it out there. Now with the oil, we're going to microwave it for 1 minute. Okay, to get the temperature up. And the rest of the oil, we're going to put in our mixing bowl. Okay, stainless steel. So we transfer the heat. So this one probably down 25 degrees right now. Pour in there. Let's check the temperature. 25 degrees right now. This turmeric water. Let me all get the 71 degrees. Okay, another Now 30 seconds. So I want to get the oil temperature in that batch right there, split the half to around 70 to 100 degrees Celsius. Then I pour into here, it will come around 55 degrees, roughly, give or take. Okay, so that's the whole idea. This one, I'm gonna stir it up and mix it in to make a yellow color turmeric. This one turmeric. So what I want to do is mix it in. Okay, mix this all in to get a what do you call a turmeric color. Okay, yellowish color. Okay, let me get the other oil out of the microwave. 88 degrees, it's all right. Pour in there, mix it in. Careful. Okay, that's done. Let's check the temperature. 50 degrees, perfect. I'm gonna add this in as well. Hopefully I can get everything out. So with this recipe here, the problem is the mixing part. It takes a long time to mix in. Okay, so hopefully he'll have everything out there. Let me clean myself up first. Check the temperature. 42 degrees, 47. Okay, so around 50. It's all good. Now I'm going to add in the lye mixture. Check the temperature. 40 degrees. Again, they're cooler. So we better hurry, right? Oil went in. Okay, let me mix it up. Okay, with this recipe here, the trick is blending to trace, but it'll take a long time to trace. Okay, so let me check the temperature, and I'm going to go to my blending station and mix it in 46 degrees. Okay, so that's the kind of highest temperature. Let me move to my stick blender, and we going to blend it till we get it to trace. Okay, or emulsion first. Okay, we're gonna stick blend now. Let's turn on the stick blender. Now you can see the color. It's kind of red. That's normal, okay? Because we're using turmeric in this in our oil. So with this recipe, usually like we can get a false emulsion because the water. So we have emulsion here ready. But from experience, you've got to keep blending until it's like get to a light trace. Because with olive oil, 100% olive oil, we might get a false trace. We have 44 degrees Celsius. Okay, so we're still warmish. Okay. We start out at 46, now we're getting cooler. I can see the oil on top, so it's not fully emulsified yet. So keep blending. That's all we can do right now. That's why this recipe is very hard to make, because you have to blend a long time to get the to trace or emulsion. Light trace, okay. There's not much oil on top, little bit. But I think I'll get the light trace already. Yeah, I'm gonna pour it now. Okay, the exciting part. So we get to a light trace. It's pretty hard if you have a slow, not a powerful stick blender. It's gonna take a long time to get to medium trace. So with light trace, which I have here, okay. It took me 10 minutes to blend in the stick blender, okay, continuously. But I reckon it should be good enough to pour now. I'm gonna do it now. I'll show you guys. Okay, that's the consistency that we want. Still warmish. There's no returning point now. Okay, either it works or it doesn't work now. Hopefully it works, so I don't have to do it again. I'll still do it again because we're testing out the recipe. But that's the fun of soap making, right? You test out new recipe all the time until you get the recipe that you love, and that's your go-to recipe. So Castile Soap is one of those recipes that you have to do. Okay, if you claim yourself to be a soapie, you gotta try Castile Soap at least once in your life, right? It's a very old recipe, but a good one. It's good for any skin type, good for human, good for animals as well. If you have, you can use this recipe for a pet shampoo. Don't use any essential oil, please, or a fragrance oil on that recipe, because the dog doesn't like essential oil. It hasn't been because I use 6% super fat. Maybe next time I probably use 4%. But let's see if it's wait till it's cool and see what happens. Ta-da! That's it, my friend. I'm gonna put this into a esky now. Put in esky, wrap it up, and yeah, wait. Wait. Okay. So usually the curing time for this is 24 hours, 48 hours. But I'm using a very low water, so I expect I'm gonna check this after 6 hours, okay, and 12 hours later, see if it's cool or not. I'll see you next time with another video. So this is a Castile soap, okay, fully 100% olive oil soap with turmeric coloring, okay. Finger crossed it works. My name is Travis Chow. I'll see you next time with another video.